Rachel, great to chat to you. Last time we chatted was ahead of Paris. Can you tell us a little bit about how your year has been since such a big moment on the world stage?
I think it's been a bit of a crazy year. I actually ended up having surgery on my wrist after the Olympic Games. So yeah, I'm kind of in a comeback stage at the moment, and I'm just really looking forward to getting back to some tournaments and having seen how the rehab has gone.
How did you find your experience in Paris? And was the wrist something that was kind of playing up and it wasn't 100%?
No, I think I took the injection before Paris, so during that time I was completely pain free, and it was great to get to have that experience and be able to play to my full. But yeah, I think obviously looking back now, it's hard to believe it's a year ago, but we have World Championships coming up next week, back in the same venue, the same place, so I kind of get to go back and relive that moment twice, which not everyone can say. So yeah, that's really exciting. But yeah, Paris, it's still a dream, to be honest.
As an elite athlete, how do you cope with rehab on such a, I suppose, when you talk about your wrist in badminton, that's your right foot or whatever you want to say in football. So how difficult was it to kind of keep the motivation, I suppose, especially after such a high of the Olympics?
Yeah, it was actually, I want to say it was very difficult. It was kind of something that you're doing everything that you're not like using on court, so you can't hit shuttles, but you're doing everything else. So it was kind of, once I realised that it was a time to work on my weaknesses and things I didn't get to work on the year before, you're kind of trying to maintain all the time. I think it was a lot more productive, and I actually, looking back on it now, I'm really happy with how it went. I let myself kind of settle to a point of pain free and didn't let myself rush back into anything. And yeah, there was a lot of different things like world ranking and stuff going on in the back of my mind, but once you kind of leave that to the side and focus on you as a person, I think that's really what's going to stand to me now going forward for the next cycle.
That was my next question to you. It seems that from what you've encountered over the past 12 months, that it's only going to make you a stronger player overall going forward.
Yeah, I think it's obviously not ideal. Absolutely no athlete ever wants to go through surgery. Injuries are part of sport, and that's inevitable for everyone you're training at an elite level. But yeah, I think it's just something I've gone through, and I can look at it one of two ways, and I've just decided myself, I'm working a lot with my sports psychologist Jessie Barr to help me kind of look at it in a more positive way rather than something that was an inconvenience.
I suppose you're back to 100% now. Is it great to be back out on court? Are you feeling good? Are you getting rid of that rustiness?
Yeah, I'm trying. Obviously Worlds will be one of my first events back, so that'll be a big test for me, and then it's kind of a good few tournaments in a row after that, so I'm actually really looking forward. I'm sure there'll be a bit of rustiness there in the first match, but no, it's exciting, and I'm looking forward to just building on it again and trying to find who I am as a player now. I keep telling myself it's like a new wrist, so we'll just have to start from scratch and see how it goes.
Great stuff. And also as well, I suppose, as an athlete going to, as you said to me, it's in the same place as it was before. Does that give you a little boost that you know your surroundings? You're not going into somewhere that's completely unknown. It's Paris, it's only across the way, so there's not a huge time difference or anything like that?
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's almost like we were saying around the time of the Olympics, it's like a home games. It's so close, your family's there, and that's really nice to have as well. Yeah, like you said, you know the surroundings, you know the courts. It was quite a tricky venue last time, so to have played on this course, and I trained on them before as well, is a bit of an advantage going into Worlds for sure, to know what to expect when we get there.
That's great. Is this just then? Do you think this is just continuation for you for this year? You don't have a huge amount of hopes going into it. It's just let's go see what happens.
Yeah, I've seen the draw now, and I'm playing an up-and-coming Sri Lankan girl, so I've actually never played her before either, so that's also a nice start for me to get back going again, playing an opponent I have no idea. I've never played her before. It's a fresh start and a fresh challenge. I wouldn't say I have no hope. I want to perform, obviously everyone does, but I just kind of have to look at it with an open mind to realise that it is my first big event back. So yeah, just to find myself as a player again. You can do all the training here that you want, but I think actually when you stand out in those big courts, big arenas, it'll be a bit of a shock to the system for sure.
Two final questions then for you. Overall for Team Ireland, we hoping to do well. Do you think there's potential in there growing in badminton?
Yeah, definitely. I think even since Paris last year, having the attention that we did, like I've really noticed when we're out around in the different clubs, the little kids, how many little kids there is, and that's really great. And then obviously as well, Nat has been doing so well on the World Tour, which is also very motivating to see. So yeah, just overall as a team, I think we've really kind of pulled together the last few years, and it's showing in the results.
And this, I suppose, is all leading. I know it's very far out, but I'm sure you have your eyes on LA. You know, we just met Eve McMahon, sailor, here this morning. She's been out in LA testing the course. It's something that must be definitely on your agenda, isn't it?
For sure, yeah. I think every athlete wants to go to the Olympics, and it's no different for anyone. Obviously, if you look at that as one huge goal, in 4 years' time, it'll be a long 4 years. So yeah, it's trying now to sit down and set out all the other little goals between now and then, and just have kind of a pathway for myself before then.
Rachel, best luck at the Worlds, and we hope to speak to you afterwards.
Thank you very much. Thank you.